In this video, we're going to review the website thatpitch.com. The creator, Mark Eckert, claims that that pitch will make things much easier for music producers entering and existing in the sync licensing industry. So let's jump into it. Let's see what it's all about. In full disclaimer discretion, I was a part of that pitch when they first came out. I'm talking about years ago, and I submitted one track. I didn't know what else to do with it. It was a fail on my part too, let's just be honest. But I just received an email recently about a huge update. Let's jump into it. Introducing free accounts and real-time tracking. This is gonna be a fresh take. Free accounts, unlimited songs, one library. They convince all partners to open up opportunities to all the homies. This man's out here talking about he had a dream like Dr. King. With every free account, you can upload unlimited music, make unlimited artist profiles, and get into one library. If you want to get into more libraries, upgrade to a pro account. A library can hear your song and say, hey, we want to put it in our library. And you can upload unlimited tracks to that library. If a library picks up your track, they're already likely to like your sound selection, mixing and mastering. The quality of music you put out has already met their standard. I'm affiliated with 4 or 5 libraries. What happens 99% of the time is they just don't reply at all. They got thousands and thousands of songs and things to go through that they don't even bother replying. So a lot of times you don't get an idea of what you can improve. Those that take the time to give you an idea of what you can improve, tip of the hat to them. It really helps musicians, producers. That was their newsletter from CEO Mark Eckert. This is the actual website, That Pitch. Distribute your tracks into 100+ of the world's top sync libraries. Get paid 100% for every sync placement, unlimited uploads and artist profiles. Musicians join now, it's free.
You might be familiar with music supervisors, sync agents, legal clearance, all of this stuff. You're gonna stay up super late at night to respond to some crazy deadline by 9 a.m. tomorrow. You have to do a bunch of revisions, bounce out different files, and you pay legal fees. It's a total pain. So that's why I created That Pitch. We're not pitching to music supervisors. We're not going to be pitching to sync agents or any of that. We are going to be getting your tracks into music libraries. And this is why. They sell to every single music supervisor, sync agent, media buyer, every film on Netflix.
They've already made that connection. A sync supervisor, a sync agent says, I need access to tons and tons of music. So let me get with these libraries because they have tons and tons of music. We could be trying to foster that relationship, get in there like swimwear, make that connection, send those emails, make sure that they don't become a cold contact, that we're always keeping them warm. They are in libraries. They need access to as much as possible so when time comes, they can find what they're looking for.
YouTube channel buys from music libraries. Get your tracks into music libraries, they'll sell it for you and get you paid. All you have to do is make music.
So it is a numbers game, essentially, right? The more music you have, the more likely you are to land a track. Simple as that. That pitch may be for producers who are very prolific. If you're one of these producers that you produce one track every month, it's gonna take time to build up. If it can crank out high quality at a fast pace, then it seems like That Pitch might be an avenue we wanna explore.
I don't wanna waste your time. I just want you to log in, upload your stuff, land placements, and leave. Everything is as minimal as possible. Here, we're in my artist account. Here's all my tracks. If I want to add a track, I'm gonna go here. Press add music, track title. Everything here is what we need. It's the bare minimum of what they need. You can do minimal work and just make a lot of music. Once you're done with all of that, you send it to libraries. It's as simple as that. So once it's sent to libraries, you're going to get notifications when it gets into libraries. So you'll see right here, Sing Along Music Group has accepted your track. Soundstripe has accepted your track. You're going to be notified here. You're going to be sent an email. We want to congratulate you. It's dope that you got your track in another library.
Now, I'm not going to lie. I like that you're getting notifications that your stuff is getting sent out to libraries. That's kind of cool. Not only that we got the logos on the right, this track is a non-exclusive track. It's in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 libraries. That's 5 times the chances of getting placed. Let's see what else he's got to say.
They're going to be selling on your behalf and getting you paid. Next to all the tracks, you just got accepted into all these libraries. We want to know what libraries all of our tracks are in, right? For Sleepwalker, it's in Soundstripe, unsupervised music, sing-along music group. All of the library logos are going to be right next to your track, so you have full transparency.
I really appreciate the UI. It seems like it's laid out in a very simple sense. I like things like Apple makes things. Let it be confusing on the back end, but when I use it, make it stupid simple.
The goal is to build these up so you have as much representation as possible, getting it sold to as many places as possible, all working on your behalf while you're in the studio cooking. If you're in sync, you're familiar with briefs. Everybody talks about, oh, I just want to get on a brief list. I want to get all these briefs so I know what music is needed. Every single library we work with sends us briefs every single day. If you're not familiar with what a brief is just a description of music needed for licensing.
I could not agree more with the definition he gave of a brief. It's just a description of music that they need at the moment. I get maybe 3 to 5 emails a day saying, hey, it's from a specific library. That specific library says, I need this kind of music, this kind of feeling, this kind of tempo. Hopefully, God willingly, they throw an example track or a reference track on there.
We work with are building up their libraries every single day. They always need new music for their clients and customers, whether it's a Netflix film or your grandma's YouTube channel, they need music for a specific thing. So we just click down below, press on briefs. Here's one for synthwave. The moods are retro, atmospheric. Here's a Spotify playlist that they sent over. You don't need vocals, instrumentals fine. And here's some extra notes. That is it. If you're a hip hop artist and you just love cutting country records at 3 a.m., but you don't want it affiliated with your personal brand, why aren't we trying to land placements for those tracks too? Create unlimited artist profiles.
I could see the perk in that.
Hard drive, think of like, there's 1,000 tracks probably sitting on your hard drive right now. Why are you not trying to land placements for those? Give the most momentum possible for your music. You just upload it. We pitch it into all these libraries. Every single brief that comes in, we're pitching to every single brief. The sync licensing world, like for us musicians, it is brutal. It is not respectful of our time. There's no, hey, we need this track in a couple hours. Every single brief, you can send music in whenever.
That's crazy what he just said. That's crazy. The sync industry lives off of, we need this in 24 hours or less. I wish there was 24-hour deadlines on everything. It's like, we need it by this afternoon. It's stressful. I almost had a cardiac infarction. It is stressful. It is very stressful. So the fact that they always have briefs and you just submit it anytime, because they're affiliated with so many libraries, there's always an opportunity. I'm really liking what he's saying.
I want you to be able to get everything you need out of sync licensing without it taking over your life.
Let's check out the rest of this website. 99% of placements come from music libraries. This is a huge list: Soundstripe, DJI, Canva, SoundMagic, CapCut, some micro sync as well, like Motion Array, but they're also plugged into Warner Music, plus 70 more. 9.0 rating from over 1,300 reviews. That's not easy to do, so that's pretty good. That pitch puts your tracks into the world's top sync libraries automatically, handling, formatting metadata, delivering to libraries, and getting you paid. No pitching, no revisions, no waiting, no learning curve. One of the big questions I have is how this is going to work when it comes to stems and alt mixes. Just the other day, I had to do 6 stems for one track, plus 3 or 4 other alt mixes, plus the original track. I'm wondering how all that works. This is a big one. For those of us in the sync area, we got XJ Will, a huge ambassador. I saw Clint Music up top as well. So I know that sports trap is kind of like a cheat code. If you know how to do sports trap, there's a need for it year round, and they use it all the time, not just in sports, but it's a big one. Since I know that probably has the highest odds of getting landed, maybe I'll make that kind of track. So I'm gonna continue to submit, because according to the email that I just got, I can get in one library an unlimited amount of songs. So if I get accepted by one library, I'll make sure to do a few tracks in that same genre. And then I'll keep you guys posted. If you're feeling these types of videos, make sure to do all the things. And until the next video, this is your friendly neighborhood coach, and I'm out.
Here comes the night.